Hello everybody, this is Mace and Burton's 23rd, I think so, 23rd video diary from Edinburgh Fringe for the Skinny magazine, and it's over. We're going to do one more roundup tomorrow, but this today's Monday the 27th of August, and we performed our last ever Rom Com Con yesterday. Not ever, but last
EdFringe 2012.
EdFringe 2012 performance, and so we're just going to give you a quick roundup of yesterday.
It was a busy day.
It was a very busy day. I went off and flyered as per usual, and was telling everyone on the Royal Mile, it's the last day. And I was really concerned that we weren't going to have a big audience, and I just remember kind of going, oh God, you know, what if we're only like half full or something? and then we because I only had an hour's flyering, and I was like, oh, it's not enough. Oh, what are we going to do? And then I turned up, and like the queue was out the door, and I was thinking, do they know that the queue's meant to be inside? Like maybe they're queuing the wrong way, like. And then I went in, and the queue was all the way around the bar and where the queue normally is, and it was out the door. And then like they were turning people away. I had to sweet talk the landlord, a bit naughty of me, but I really wanted to make sure that as many people as possible got to see it. One of my best friends nearly didn't get in. The only reason that she got in was because I happened to be at the top of the stairs. I was like, oh please let her in, please, she's one of my best friends. So yeah, it was absolutely rammed, and other people who turned up even 5 minutes late couldn't get in. So I'm really sorry if you came to see it but couldn't see us.
Come earlier next time.
Yeah, and come next year, or come to our London performances, which we might be able to tell you more about soon. So we were absolutely rammed. We had people standing. We've got pictures on Facebook already and Twitter of the audience. It was just completely packed, and it was wonderful.
It was really good.
It was. I loved it. And I kissed a man in the audience.
Yeah, you did.
And yeah, I think it was really good. We filmed it as well, so hopefully we'll be able to send that to any agents or any management people or anyone industry-wise that couldn't come and see it but wanted to. So that's good.
Yeah, and then we had a drink, didn't we? And we helped tidy up a little bit in the Canonsgate, because it was the final day of performances at Canonsgate, but most of the other free Fringe venues finished the day before, so there was a lot of all the PA systems and stuff had to be brought back from the other venues to the Canonsgate and kind of ticked off a list, and we had to get rid of all the excess flyers. And
it's the free Fringe way, is that you don't have to pay for your venue, but you do have to muck in and be a part of a family that helps each other. So we did our bit, and then we went and had lunch, Mezze lunch.
Yeah.
Mezze place.
Yeah.
We had lunch and some wine.
Then we went and got all our props and took them back here, didn't we?
Yeah, back to the flats. Then got changed. And I had tickets to Wit Tank, and I really wanted to go because we both saw them last year. I saw them after you recommended them.
Yeah, because I saw them the year before.
and I loved them last year. They were really good. So I booked tickets over a week ago for them for us to see. But I was so exhausted that I knew that I was probably just I wouldn't enjoy it because I was so tired. Like that kind of state of tired where if someone's talking to you, you're not. I just needed to sleep.
She did.
And so I had a nap, and I gave my ticket to you and a friend of ours who you guys went.
Yeah, we went to Wit Tank. It was very good.
Was it good? It
was very good.
Good. And then I met you for Fred McCauley.
Yeah, then we went to see Fred McCauley's show, Stand.
The lovely Mr. Fred McCauley, who we performed on BBC Radio Scotland earlier this Fringe on his show Macaulay & Co. And he came to see our Rom Com Con the day beforehand, because we performed a little extract of it on his show, and his production team loved it, and we're really grateful to them for that opportunity. So thanks to that, we got to know him, and he's now in touch with us, and he's really lovely, and he offered us some complimentary tickets for his show for yesterday, and we went along.
Yeah,
I actually really loved it.
I really did. Yeah, he's very relaxed on stage, very good at just going with the flow, talking to the audience.
I think more than any other comedian, he is completely who he is on stage is who he is off stage, and he's not. There's no I'm a performer.
Persona.
Yeah, there's no persona whatsoever. It's just he's just his lovely, affable self. I really enjoyed it. I thought it's not like it's cutting edge. It's just really good comedy. He's a really lovely person. And yes, and the audience loved it as well. So we went from there. You went to see. We tried to get a drink.
Oh yeah, we couldn't find anywhere to go.
Everywhere was so rammed. It was
really busy.
So you went off to see Boy with Tape.
Yes, I went to see Boy with Tape. It was very good fun. Very good.
I'm so glad you got to see him. Yeah. And I went off and had supper.
I did have a slight crush on him by the end of the show.
Oh, he's lovely, isn't he? He's so married, but he's not even a little bit married. He's so married.
Or just not interested.
Oh, babe. But one of our Fringe family friends is setting you up with somebody.
Yeah, she is. Yeah.
So watch this space, not this space, because this is the penultimate one that we're doing from EdFringe. But anyway, so I went off and had supper. Then and Lizzie went to see Boy with Tape in his Face.
And then we met up with our Fringe family at the Caves.
Yes.
Because Casual Violence are just doing their last show yesterday.
Our Fringe family involves Casual Violence,
Doug Siegel,
and his lovely lady Sophie. Casual Violence, including the lovely lady behind them, Jess, and then Mr. Bernard O'Leary, his lovely wife, and yeah, we all just enjoyed ourselves quite a lot. With some cider
or beer,
and we were in the bar, just the Tonic at the Caves. And we all decided to jump on the cow that was there, the papier-mâché cow. Was it papier-mâché?
No, I think it's fiberglass.
Papier-mâché
wouldn't have taken our
Somebody last night said papier-mâché. I was like, suddenly I was already sitting on it by that point. And I was like, oh God, we're going to die. It was the best moment. That was so much fun because afterwards I was just going, Lizzie, I was on a cow.
Yeah, we've decided that's going to be on Juliet's headstone.
Juliet Burton. Here lies Juliet Burton. I was on a cow.
Although it does make it sound like that's how she died.
I would have been happy if that fiberglass cow had collapsed under the weight of us all and I was the one that died. I was on a cow. But I would have been surrounded by friends and family, Fringe family. Anyway.
Yeah. Then we went and did karaoke, didn't we?
We went to a karaoke bar. And we went to the booth, and Doug Siegel and Sophie, they went for it. They are very good singers.
They are very good singers, both of them.
And so is Jess from Casual Violence, from behind Casual Violence, woman behind the men. She's very good, and I dedicated the song to you.
Yeah, you did.
The song that plays at the end of Rom Com Con, I put on, and the thing is though that we only have the chorus that comes in at the end of Rom Com Con, so I realised that I didn't know the rest of the song. So every time the chorus came in, I was like really going for it and dedicating the song to you. But the verses were a bit like I was getting heckled by Doug saying, "Why did you choose this? Why?" So anyway, we then where did we go? We went to Negotiants.
Yes,
again.
Had something to eat
because you hadn't eaten by then.
Yeah, I hadn't.
And then
it was quite late by then, wasn't it?
We dwindled down to just us two, our lovely friend, and Doug and Sophie. And we were on the very table that we had sat on with Doug and Sophie the day that they came to see Rom Com Con last year, which was one of the first times that we got to know them properly, and it was lovely. They are just two of the most wonderful people, and it was just lovely to be with them and chat with them. And then I came home and went to bed.
Yeah.
What did you do?
I went up to the bar and had a lot to drink.
And you met some sexy, hot, lovely people?
Yeah, I suppose so. Yeah, everybody's sexy, lovely and hot.
Obviously.
And I did get some more contributions to the guest book.
That's what I was kind of
trying to
lead into.
Yeah, I met Carl Donnelly, who's actually one of my favourite stand-ups, and I haven't been able to see his show this year because it's on at the same time as ours. But I've loved his last two shows. They just make me laugh like I can't stop. So So yeah, so I got his contribution to the guest book. It was very nice. I also met Joel Dommett, who I've seen him do stand up a few times and always really enjoy it. He's again, he's just one of those very kind of relaxed on stage performers, and yeah. So I got his contribution. There was somebody else. I got Iman Hadjiti.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah, and he's really lovely. I've never met him properly before, but yeah, we had a long chat and he's very funny, very lovely, and got his contribution to the book. I'm sure there was one other. Slipping my mind now, but we'll tweet about it later.
There's already some massive names.
Yeah,
like the Queen. The Queen was there, and we got the Queen. Oh yeah, but we got idiots, Vance and Sam Simmons and Daniel Kitson, the Queen. Yeah. So yes, and
we should wrap up because I think this is quite long.
Well, I thought I'd just let you know that this morning I've already Lizzie's had a bit of a line, and I went off and had brunch, and yeah, we already spoke a bit yesterday about London. Like, we're going to hopefully do some London performances, which we're going to talk about in the next 24 hours and see what we can firm up and book. But I also went to the supermarket this morning and I bought possible research for our next year's show. This is not, I feel like I'm guilty whenever I buy this. I feel like I should have it in a brown paper bag. So yeah, I am already thinking about researching for possible shows, not definite shows, but possible shows.
Yeah, lovely.
And you nearly finished your breakfast. I'm about to go off. I better go. I've booked myself a massage about a week ago because I knew I would need it.
I really need one too.
So book yourself one then.
I'll get one when I'm back in London.
Okay. Should we switch it off? I'll give.
So
you,
yeah, so if you want to see us having a massage,
Lizzie, I'll give you one later. Yeah, so I can't say come to Rom Com Con, but we'll tell you all about our London performances as soon as we know more. But we have one more of these video diaries left tomorrow that we're going to do a big roundup of everything. But thank you so much if you came to see Rom Com Con or Heartbreak Hotel this Edinburgh Fringe. We owe you a lot, and thank you so much, and hope to see you for our roundup tomorrow.